Hello, welcome to S7FX. So first, let's mark out daily zone. Then let me first mark my zone, then I will tell you how I get the mail from Shark Madi. Let me first mark it, then I will explain you the entire process which I did to get an email from him. Vijay is looking in range, so I will not take any trade in hurry because it is completely inside the range. US 30 has started with its move. Daily candle, it is looking quite promising. My expectation was to go up. Is what it is. We are seeing some nice move in gold. For a very long time, we are getting this sort of move, which is back to move out from this consolidation zone. For a very long time, we are seeing something. We have marked our charts. So we are at the zone where anything can happen. Let's suppose a nice bullish candle closes above this, then there is a high chance it will continue its move to the upside. Okay. But if it comes down like this and closes somewhere like this, then there is a high chance we can see some bearish move in some next days if we get a nice bearish close. Both the things can happen in GJ. We are having a possibility of move to the upside, and also we are having possibility of move to the downside. Right now, I am just analyzing my uh, price action on higher time frames, like what it is looking on monthly or weekly basis. So we can see in US 30 we are shifting towards a downtrend. I'm analyzing every possible scenario in each of the pair. Well, you can see on weekly time frame it has started its move to the downside. Here we had a trend line, then it came down till above the trend line. So we will be cautious before taking any entry right now. Towards the first it is falling quite nice, but again we will be cautious. It has already fallen a lot, so I don't want to. I don't try to catch a falling knife. You know, let's suppose I take any entry at this area, then it give a retracement, then continue, then it will take my stop. So it will not be a good idea. Take any entry at this position. And I'm waiting for some some range, then would like to take the entry. Otherwise, for me, it's not looking quite good right now. We are getting some bullish move in West in GJ. Let's see what it does. If I see a nice rejecting, if I see a nice rejecting candle towards the downside, then I would like to take it as a seller. If I see a nice rejecting candle towards the downside, AJ is making some move. Okay, if I will get, I'm looking for some. See, I'm expecting this break. If you see, then we are having some sort of resistance at this area also. I'm expecting this candle to go up and closes about this like this. That will be a very nice trade. The market goes up and closes like this. At this point, it will be a risky. That is why I just dropped the idea. Gold is showing some move, but again, that is for me. This will be steep one. It's coming down. It's looking quite nice. There's a high chance it will come down and tag this area. GJ and AJ is also making a steep, but again, uh, I will be waiting for the close of the candle because before the closing, it will be very risky trade. See what I expected. I am getting what I expected from AJ. It's quite nice. Again, close like this, then I will be definitely taking this entry. AJ, I'm also seeing the same thing. It's also nice one. So these two are quite good. Gold is also good, but again, I will say the same thing. It's like trying to catch a falling knife. Like it's very difficult. If it gives you a small retracement, because my stop loss is only on a 15-minute candle, and if it gives you a big retracement, then it will not. The stop loss is not like that too. handle the retracements. But stoppers is not meant to handle the retracement of 1 hour candle. Just 2.5 minutes to go. GZ. Sorry, I was having an important call. And now there is a CPI news which I saw right now. So let's just see what all players are doing, how all players are reacting to this CPI volatility. Everything has fallen quite sharply. Gold is falling. uh, Your 30 is also falling quite nice. In this sort of news, even usually what happens, like the market fall very sharp at a certain price level, and then from there it just rejected and giving you a large week. So it happens quite a lot in this sort of news events. Don't try to take any trade in this sort of news events. We'll be just waiting patiently for the impact to be absorbed. Then I would like to take calm entry. It has just reached this area and now it is showing some retracement. Now AGI has also started falling down. can be a kickback. Is my lines. My stop loss is not very far away. If it comes down sharply, then I will be just managing it. Because in this sort of news event, it is quite common that it just give you a sharp retracement. Just trying to. Yes. Because when you see this sort of move, then you can expect some sort of quick retracement. So, and when I saw this 2 minutes candle, then I assumed that we can expect a continuation to the upside, a big retracement, quick big retracement to the upside. But you can see, look at the gold, how it has drifted all the way up. Look at AJ, it has also started retracing. So we do see this sort of retracement after this sort of fall. That is why I look how it has started retracing back. So this is the reason why I took this entry. This one is a risky one because sometimes what happens, like it can continue its move to the downside also, but again, if it will give continue to the if it will retrace, then it can give you a some quick scalp. How gold was negative and then it went all the way up and it become a white candle and it is still moving to the upside. Look at US 30, it is also trying to retrace back. Let's just see what point we can see some sort of investment. See how fast it is retracing. I'm moving my stop loss to break even because it's a news candle. I don't want to there is more in this sort of event is coming down to take my stop loss. Let's wait, see what it does. Just tag me out, but that is fine. That is absolutely fine. But we should not keep our position open for so long in this sort of volatile market. Just take your entry, and if it goes in your favor, then that is fine. If it does not, if it's not trying to go in your favor, just delete it. There is no need to. This is not our usual entry. This was just a quick scalp. Don't want to be in that for so long. Why would I risk my money for so long in those type in these type of volatile conditions? Look at the gold. I was expecting this sort of move in US 30, but it did not happen in US 30. We're expecting this sort of up move. Again, we cannot do anything about these things. See it in 4 hours. It rejected from this area and move all the way up. US 30 again started trying to continue its move down. Again, it will be very risky to take any entry right now. If we get some nice, if market calms down, then we can think of taking trades. Otherwise, I'm not looking for any trade in this sort of market condition. Look at US 30. I'm looking for a small move here right now. This will be my day profit at around this area. Next couple of will be somewhere at around this area. Because there is a high chance that it will come down and have placed sell stop. AJ also I'm looking for an entry. I have activated my two trades. So let's place the take profit for AJ. But right now AJ is at some sort of AJ is at sort of resistance, but the way it is falling, I am expecting it move from AJ. We can see at this area we are having some sort of nice resistance. So I'm expecting that AJ will come and test this area. Just mark our take profit at that area also only. So not a very good risk reward trade, but again, we don't play on risk reward. I usually play on accuracy. It run with secrets. This 30 is about to hit my take profit. Today there was a call, so I had to both trade are still running. Just by some pip, it did not hit my take profit. Just by 2 or 3 pips, it did not hit my take profit and just moved away. Same thing with uh, US 30 also. Just one and up 1.3 pips, it did not hit my take profit. But okay, that is fine. If this, if I get my exit at this area, the next candle again breaks this zone and closes like this in 15-minute candle, then I would again take a sell entry at this area. Till then, I will be just waiting for my two entries to give me my take profit or a stop loss. TJ also, if I get a nice close below this, that would be a nice entry. 15-minute candle, the new 15-minute candle will open that will lead to a 7 p.m. IST candle. And in that candle, there is a high chance we will hit our. If this candle does not hit our take profit, then there is a high chance that next candle will definitely hit our take profit. Because if the next candle closes somewhere at around this area, then if 7 p.m. IST candle will open, then it will definitely give you some weekly price action, and it will just take your stop, take your take profit, hit your take profit. HN is very bullish. Let's wait. Let's wait for some spending. So gold completely inside the range. Large wick at the bottom, large wick at the top. I think it's about to hit my take profit. And AJ is also trying to continue its move to the downside. It's great. So US30 has given me the take profit. AJ is also trying to continue its move to the downside, so we will be waiting patiently. So it's better to move out from US30 before 7 o'clock, before 7 a.m. candle, because at 7 a.m. we see some very drastic moves. Better to be to out from before 7 p.m. Because today was also CPI, so we could expect some large volatile moves. Now I have only one entry in AJ. Let's wait and see. But how much time does it take to give? Oh, sorry, time does it take to give me? I'm doing time does it take me my take profit? AJ is also about to hit my take profit. Is about to hit the take profit, but it's not. We are seeing some sort of range at this area, but that is fine. This is because we don't have clear traffic in this area. If you look at this area, we don't have a clear traffic, and that is why we are getting some sort of range at this area. If we had some nice move like this, then it would give me my take profit very early. But just taking extra time because previous we are having some sort of bring down market on our left side. There are different forms of resistance at that area. So that is why we are getting that much time. Generally get our take profit in like 2 or 3 15-minute candles. It is falling down. KJ is doing a lot of dance at my take profit. You can see what it is doing. See, just really, just by spread, it did not hit my take profit. Just by 0.750, it did not hit my take profit. It's been dance. Just modifying my take profit because it is not good. So it is rejecting from this zone, and this is not a good sign. It wants to break this zone, then must have break, but it is rejecting. I will be just waiting for this 15 minutes, just 1 minute. After that, I will decide what to do with this trade. Just 1 minute. I will be waiting just 1 minute. We are having some sort of resistance at this area, and the candle is rejecting again and again from this area. Good signs for any trade. If it is so be a normal area, then I would be definitely let me just leave it to break even. But it's not giving me that much of confidence. Then it just look at US 30. Yep, I'm also thinking so. It's better to close the trade. Because it had just it is retracing just from my take profit area. It is just retracing again and again from my take profit area, once and twice. It just do one thing. It just move it, give it a chance. It goes up, okay, that's fine. But my take profit area was, you cannot be that much of precise that you can just like what I did, just close AJ by mistake. Sorry. So you cannot that much of precise, to just know each and every tip. So it was just retracing again and again from my expected retracement zone. So after that type, after that much of time, I cannot afford to be in that trade. And especially my analysis was to the point. It was rejecting from that area. My take profit was at good place, but again, not afford to just take. It's also not good for your psychology. It's also not good for your psychology. You just be in a trade and the trade is just giving you up and down, then good for psychology also. Mm. See, it again came down at my take profit, and it's not a good trade. I don't want to be in a trade where it takes too long to just hit my take profit. Now DJ have started moving. DJ has started giving it smooth. Yeah, that is fine. If it gives me a nice closing at somewhere at around this year, then I could look for one more entry. And you have to act according to it. Now see, it came down at this candle, but it was already has already taken like once it came down almost at my take profit, then retraced back. Again, it came down almost at my take profit, retraced back. So if you are seeing this sort of retracement, so it's better to just get out of the trade. Don't try your luck because your actual money is on the line. 30 is looking quite good. TJ is completely inside the range. Today I not able to catch moves, but again, the good thing is that I managed to take two trades. I took three trades, but uh, two were almost at not at break even, but like 0.2 and 0.2. The third was something at around 0.4. It's fine. Better to take some profit than loss. Let's just look at the. Now I have done my trading. I will not take any trade, but I will not just close this stream early, because it breaks your discipline. No matter you have done your trading in mentally, you don't want to take any trade, that is fine. But if you decide that, yeah, hello Ruben, if you have decided that you will sit 3 hours, then you should sit at least 3 hours. You should not, uh, if you have done your trading, then don't leave your computer because sometimes what happen, like let's suppose I'm in hurry. I have certain things to do, or I have made a promise to somebody to do something. Then what I will do, my mind will just automatically start trying to take, trying to force trade to just, so that I can just take one or two trade, whether it's a loss or profit. I just want to just do a process and just move out, just shut down my computer and just go for something else. It's a habit. But if you will sit in front of computer for 3 hours, if you have decided that I will do a stream for 3 hours, or I will do a live trading for 3 hours, then keep sitting. Don't just leave the trade if you just finished it. Don't take it. Don't take any trade, but you can watch the market. You know, if you will watch the market for just 3 months continuously for 3 hours per day, believe me, you will like. So I took some trade to Dubai. Like I will just let me finish what I was saying, and after that I will show you the my entire week profit and loss. Well, it's just showing you my entire week profit and loss. So I was saying that in mind we start thinking like we have to do something. So let's take some trade and just finish this process. But if you have trained your mind that no matter how what happens, I will be sitting for 3 years. Okay. So if you have given your mind this much of time frame, then you will not try to force the trade. You will let the trade come to you. And it also helps you to build a discipline, and which is, you know, in trading discipline is everything. If you don't have discipline, then God knows what. We all know what will happen. Not God knows. We all know what will happen if you don't, if you will not follow the discipline. So let's see this week profit and loss. So today I take three trade. One was almost at around 0.5, and these two were like this AJ trade. It just I was not. It was just rejecting from two times. It rejected from my take profit area. Now see this time also. This time it has taken my take profit, but you know two times it came all the way down, and just by just 2 or 3 pips it did not hit my take profit. And this candle again came down just like I was, it was at a zone. If you look at the 30 minute, you can see that we are at a zone. We were at a zone. Which, see, a strong resistance zone. That is why it was rejecting. So I did not want to be in a drawdown, especially on Friday. I should not like think like that. But if your Fridays end well, then your weekends also ends well. We are all humans after all, so we all want to end up our week with some nice profits. So sorry, just what happened. Let me just open the chart to my another screen so that I can keep an eye on every. So I will not take any trade, but I will keep an eye on the price action, what the price action is doing. And let's me open my MT4. Let's open this week. This week will started from Monday, which is 6th of June. Then why it's not here? I am seeing over $59.68 profit. Here I am only seeing 439. Why this discrepancy is happening? Hasn't it added today's profit? Okay. So this is my PNL for this week. I had a small loss on previous week, so that is why my mm, this balance is showing for $460. But this is my this week profit and loss. You guys can check it. Just give me 1 minute. I have taken a lot of water, so let me just release this water. I'm just coming in 1 minute. You can have a look on this PNL. I'm just coming in 1 minute and we'll discuss what are the mistakes which I did. So I just made almost 1% this week just by risking 0.2%. And all the trades which I have taken, which I'm showing here, is taken live. It's not none of my trade is has been taken after live. All the trades is in the live. So if you know many people say that risk to reward. So you can see my risk, like my reward is not that 1:1 also, but still I managed to make if you count it in the perspective of risk to reward, then I made risking like by risking 0.2%, I made 1%. Yep, it was a mistake. 195 was a mistake. And there are also some like this $95 trade was also a problem. This 93.5. I could close this trade at around zero point 0.5, like only a $50 loss. But it was yesterday. This was a yesterday trade. Okay. When I finished my live, I thought that it will hit my take profit, like break even. It will hit my break even, and I just let the trade run. And when I opened my MT4 after like 45 minutes after, I saw that it hit my stop loss. That was a mistake which I did. I should have managed that position wisely. So it was a mistake. And the starting two trades on Monday, which I took, these two trades, these things happened in on Monday. Okay. So on Monday, I hit this $136 loss. It was also a like problematic trade, I would say. Generally I don't take this sort of loss. So on Monday it was very messy day for me on Monday. But after Monday, like my after all my all days were like nice and good. This is just by risking 0.2%. Let's suppose you are risking 1% at this point. Easily will be able to make around like, let's suppose you delete this Monday, because here I made a $195 profit also. What is your win rate according to this? Here I made $136 loss also there. If you remove this Monday, then after that my trade was like fantastic. I have no problem with all this PNL. But let's see what it is. What it is. If I have taken some big losses on Monday, then that is fine. If I have taken any, but like small losses also, then that is also fine. So if you count my ARA like win rate, then I have taken 18 trades. Okay, and in 18 trades, if you remove the if you count 18, let me just write 18 trades. And in 18 trades, if you count the trades, if you count break even, let me just write the break even trade in another. Like in 80s, we are having a break even $7. I'm counting it as a break even. Minus $7, I'm counting it as a break even. $7, I'm counting it as a break even. Trade which is less than $10, I'm counting it as a break even. $10 less than $10 profit, less than $10 loss. I'm counting it as a break even. So in 18, we are having a 3 break even. One, yep. 1, 2, and 3 trades. 3 break even out of 18. Losses 1, 2, 3 losses. 3 losses. Wins. We have 13 wins. Okay. This is a 1 week result. If you want to see strict, then I can show you my journal. So this is my journal where I made around $223. Okay, but if you add today's profit, then today was somewhere how much I made today. Today I made $64. So 223 plus 64. 223 64, which is almost at around $300. In this market condition, I would say that making this, like, this is a good result, because if you have been trading for last 6 months, then you know, at least for 6 months, then you can relate this market condition. To count my win rate at this, that will be my win rate is at this point 72%. Okay. And with time it will increase, believe me, with time it will increase. If you count break even trade as a winning trade, and why I'm saying so? Because see, if you take a trade and it end up at break even, it means that your analysis was correct. You have done a good analysis. And there was no problem in your analysis, but it was not. There was some like lack of momentum, or there was some other things which lead you to end up in break even. You do not lose anything. Okay. So I count it as a winning trade. If I count it as a winning trade, then if you count my win rate, then it will be very high. It is somewhere at around 88%. So this sort of a strategy I wanted to be in my arsenal if I'm approaching a pro form. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Can share it. I can share it. I don't have any problem. I will be sharing this template to your MT4. Sorry, to your trading view. What I'm saying, Telegram. Okay, trading view, Telegram. I will be sharing it. But first, I will have to check it out. How I can how can I share it? I'll be sharing it. So this sort of a strategy I wanted to trade. If I'm because uh, when you are when you approach a prop firms, then the biggest enemy is time. This is the biggest enemy. Trading is already a tough job, and adding time factor make it worse. No, adding time factor make it worse. So in if you have a time factor, then the graph must be like this, something like this. If you are having a time factor, so I'm not saying this my strategy is like something uh, very like good or anything, but at least you may choose any strategy having some sort of graph like this, like a smooth graph. This is also good. This sort of graph is also good, you know. But any graph like this, sorry, any graph like this, can you see the difference between this graph and this graph? Here you get a bigger drawdown, a bigger drawdown. You get in and what in from my experience I have observed that if you will get a bigger drawdown in any strategy, then in prop firms it will become very difficult. So that is why you need a higher win rate, like any strategy which is having a higher win rate. I cannot see the graph in this chart. No, what's your thought on this particular? After news, market generally go inside the range, and this is the range we are seeing. US 30 fall a lot. Believe me, the present market condition is very tough to trade. Very tough market condition. Look at this gold market condition. It is completely inside the range. 5 days. One, two, three, four. Sorry, 12 not the date. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Completely inside the range. Look at this. Today only it gave some move. 4 day it was completely inside the range. Okay. DJ, same thing. DJ has some move. DJ had some nice move. Gold was completely inside the range. US 30 was completely inside the range. If you look at US 30, then these 2 days are good. Yesterday we get some move. Today we are getting some nice move. But before that, 1, 2, 3 days completely inside the range. Asian we are getting some nice momentum. If you pass your performance, then I would see. This is the thing which I wanted to see. If it closes like this, if somebody wants to take any trade, he may look at this area to for trade. I will not be taking any trade right now because I have uh, done trading for today. His his take profit must be somewhere at around this area. But it takes an entry at this area. After the, I will not say, just wait for 10 minutes to close this candle. Once this candle closes, take your entry. Stop loss somewhere at around at the top. Take profit will be somewhere at around this area. See, I'm getting only 0.8%, almost 0.8%. But many people will say that it's a low risk to reward. What will I do if I'm profitable just by taking this much of risk to reward? What is the need of taking 1:10 or 1:6 risk to reward, waiting for like 2 or 3 days in a trade? If you are in a trade for like 2 days, in 20, believe me, from 24 hours, 16 hours, that trade will keep running in your mind. Every time you will pick out your phone and just you will check it where it's running smoothly or not. Every time. Just 30 is also making something nice. GG also. Now every every pair is making nice moves. But I have decided not to take any trade. I have decided not to take any trade, and I will not take. I have done trading for today. Next, I was not my believe me, my expectation was to just make 0.25% for my entire capital this week, and I have almost made around 1%, and my entire my if you ask for my goal, then that is 2% in a month of my 2%, just 2% in a month on my trading capital. How much? And this week only I have made almost 1% just by risking 0.2%. Can you say that 0.2% is a high risk? Like many traders say that prop firms are not for them, who prop firms are just a scam. In the long run, you will lose. Say, their one more, their foremost concern is to not risking 1%. Why would you risk 1%? If you can make enough money just by risking 0.2%, why would I risk 1%? 50 in India, if you are earning above 50,000, you are at the top 5%, of salaried person. If you are making more than 50K in a month, and if I will make 2% on my capital, then that will be around 70,000 in a month. Not to go. If it will close like this, then it is. It is looking me very tasty. Because somebody told me that they are just giving this 300K challenge just for like at the end of June month, I think, at the end of June or July. So if that is the case, then I'll not be able to take this 300K challenge. But let's suppose if that 300K challenge resumes, then I will definitely look for this 300K. But not like after like minimum, I will be trading for minimum 2 months. After 2 months, I will be taking this 300K challenge if it's still on their website. And I will trade it live. If I will take any challenge, it doesn't matter it's a 300K or a 200K or 100K. If I will take any challenge, I will trade it on live. You know, if you pass one account, let's suppose I passed my 50K account. Try to retain this account at least for like 3 to 6 months before taking any extra account, because in 3 to 6 months you till 30th of June. So that's fine. I am not going to take, because it is very illogical to take a challenge just because they are closing that like closing that offer. It's it's completely ridiculous. No, yeah, I think I have not tried this, but if you mail them that I need this much of amount only, then they might. I don't know, Arjun, exactly what is the process of this. Like, I have not tried it. Every pair is uh, these pairs are luring. It also gives you confidence. If your win rate is high, then it gives you confidence. And also, I don't risk a lot of, like, many people, what they do, they will just risk like they will get just 0.2% by risking 1%, or risking 5% and get just 1%. My trading is not like that. It is somewhere around, if you take an average of my profits, then it will be somewhere around 1% risk and 0.75% reward average, and which is not a like bad thing. Or if you count it like after 1 month, then it will look like my risk to reward will be 1 is to 1.5. And why I'm telling you this, because if you look at my this if you look at this PNL, then I'm not. I just got one loss in this. I just got this 1% loss yesterday, and before that, I just managed my. See, here I got a loss where I managed it. I managed it to break even. Okay, and this was on Monday, and this on this trading day, I get this $136 loss, because I by mistake I opened a $5 lot, and that time I had not a PCS script. I thank Laura again that she gave me, and I don't know where who, like, she or he. So anyway, so he gave me this PCS script so that I can open my trades very easily. You can see. And before that, on Monday, I was like opening one lot, 0.5 lot. It was very difficult. It was it was taking a lot of time to me to open the trades manually. And now, after I used PCS script, you can see how well I opened my trades and how well I closed it. Here, this was a gold loss. I can show you. I could manage this gold loss, but it was just a bad mistake. See, I took trade at this on this candle. Okay, my stop loss was somewhere at around this area. So after this candle, I got this candle. Okay. So after getting this candle, I should have moved my stop loss at around this area. At around this area. So it would be somewhere at around 0.6 or 0.7. My stop loss should be at around this area. Okay. And it was at this area. This would be a nice exit at around this area. So here I lost around extra $40, $30 or $40 at around I closed. I exited like it. Just take my stop loss. So here I did one mistake. Okay, and in gold also, if you ask from me that a previous on Monday I took loss, which was I can show you. It was not that loss is loss, but I could avoid that loss also. And with time, you believe me, with time, the accuracy will increase. My risk reward will definitely improve. No, not improve. I'm not going to take 1:2, like 1:2 trade on my each 1:2 RR on each trade. I'm not going to take like this. But what I can improve, that I can close my trade at around at around market structure, not losing, risking 1%. But if it, I get if I started getting drawdown, I can close it at around 0.5 or 0.6 or 0.7 max. Okay. So if I incorporate this thing into my trading, my risk to reward will automatically increase, because in every trade I get almost at around 0.5 or 0.6 or 0.7% win. If you look at my winners, then see 0.5, 0.7, 0.7, 0.6. These two are small, then it's a 0.9, 0.8, 0.8. It's a 0.7. So my trade is almost at around, so then my trade will be 1:1. But my win rate is, by at this point, my win rate is somewhere at around 70, above 70%. So with 70% win rate, if you get 1:1 risk to reward, then it will be somewhere, let's suppose you take 100 trades and you are having 70% win rate. 30 users, 70 winners. Okay. So you will be easily making 40% just by taking 1:1 trade. Let's suppose you don't take 100 trades, you just take 60 trades. Okay. And you have a win rate of 70. Then also you will be making some nice profits. Let's suppose your win rate is 70%, and you make take 60 trades, then you will be make your 42 trades will be in profit and your 18 trade will be in loss. And just by risking 1% on each trade and losing 1% on each loss, you will be making at around 24% in a month. See, this is not some vague thing. I have done this thing and then I'm telling you all these things. This is not something which is some imaginary things. The results is in front of your screen. You can easily make 24% in a month. And how much you need to pass a challenge? You need just 8% to pass a challenge. It means that if your risk reward is 55, 55, sorry, if your win rate is only 55 and taking 1:1 trade, okay, and in 100 trades, you will be easily able to pass the prop firm. If not 100 trades, it, you will be easily able to pass in 120 trades. In 100 trades, also you will be able to pass a prop firm challenge. Let's suppose in a month you take 100 trades and your win rate is only 55%. It means that 45 trades will be a losing trade and 55 trade will be a winning trade. Net, you are 10% up. And any prop firms, whether it's a my forex fund, whether it's a FTMO, at 10%, you are good to go. And with my strategy, which I am currently using, 55 to achieve 55% is not a like a big thing, not a very something which you cannot achieve. It's not something which is impractical. You can see the results. I'm not saying these things without a result. See, just by risking 0.2% in front of you guys, I made around $503 this week. Just by risking 0.3%, 0.2%. Let's suppose I'm risking a 1% on each trade. This would be a $2,500 profit. You can see my average loss is not, my loss is not, see, this was only a big loss, like a 0.25% loss. How much big? Just 0.25%. 0.25% loss. Can you see any like consecutive drawdowns? No, none. Like I have not taken three losses in a row only. I have not taken any three losses in a row. And this is the thing which I wanted to like wanted to see if I'm taking any perform, if I'm taking any perform challenge. See, yeah, this looks quite good. I wanted to be in this trade. Uh, what do you guys say? Should I take or should I wait? Should I not take? But it's looking quite good to me. See, AJ is about to give big profit. This is looking quite juicy to me. Should I do? What should I do? It's looking very lucrative. But I'm not going to take any trade. I know that there is a above 50% chance that it will give me my take profit. Above 50% chance that it will definitely give me my take profit. Okay. But again, if you have decided something, then stick to it. $50 or $100 does not matter. Yes, 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 yes. It does not matter like $50 or $100 does not matter. If your words matter, what you have decided, then just stick to that thing. This I would be definitely entering from this area, and my exit would be somewhere at around this area or at around 0.4 at this area. This would be my entry. If I today, if I get a chance to, I would get a chance, then it would be my entry. But again, I have done trading for today. I have announced it officially, so I'm not going to take any trade. Today, my mood was also not good because some personal issues. My mind was not that much of good. So I'm not looking for any trade. But it's this is quite good thing. I told you that if you if you have done trading, don't leave your PC. If you have decided to sit for 3 hours, then sit 3 hours. If you have taken two losses, okay, that's fine. You are done for the day. But again, don't just leave your PC. Just sit in front of the PC. Don't take any trade. See, this is a winning trade. This was a winning trade. I wanted to take this trade. Again, your discipline matters the most. One or two loss or wins does not matter. In the long run, disciplines matter. Just 30 is also looking quite nice. It break from 1 hour and 4 hour, and then it come down and closed below this resistance. See, look at GJ, how it is falling. Look at US 30. Sorry, look at AJ. If I would have a chance, then I would be definitely taking this trade. Somewhere at around this area, somewhere at around this area. It would be a small trade, but that's fine. And take off this somewhere at around this area only. Okay, because see, here we are having a zone. It breaks from this resistance, breaks 1 hour. This was a perfect entry for me. Perfect entry. This is my perfect entry. It would have given me take profit. AJ has also given the take profit. But with AJ, there is a problem that it's no. AJ is also quite good. AJ has also cleared zone at this area only. This thing. There's a high chance that it will come down to this thing. So it will also give me my take profit easily. There's nothing to worry about. This old trade was was a mistake. I have learned from this trade. You can see I have my folders. I'll show you. See, I have written this on my MP4 letter. Like I did mistake by not managing the trade properly. Next time management can improve so that I could minimize the loss. Because I realized that I have done mistake. I have taken unnecessary $50 loss. It was a mistake. It has hit the take profit. 30-minute candle has been closed, so that is why we are seeing this sort of retracement. That is some nice moves. They trade nothing to worry about. You know, because 4 hour candle has well, if you look at 1 hour candle, it has not closed yet. 30-minute candle has been closed yet. It is slow and now has broken this. There is a high chance that it would come down and take. No, GJ has given the take profit. AJ. AJ has also broken the structure. There is nothing to worry about it. There is a high chance that it will come down and give you take profit. You're trying to retrace from this resistance. This is the reason why you always stick to your plan. If you have decided not to take trades, then don't take it. Here it has given take profit in just one candle. Again, we are having this much of come down for this leg. After this sort of range, there is a high chance that it will come down in this area. So nothing to worry about. You will be waiting for candle to close. If let's suppose this candle closes like this, like goes up and then come down like this, then that would be 1%. 1 hour loss. Otherwise, it can be a breakout candle. To also manage our risk after this sort of candle. This sort of candle will place our stop loss at around this area, around 0.5%. For me, this sort of bullish candle, I would have exited my trade at around this area. can be a break and retest and then continuation. Or it can also, if it breaks out and closes like this, then there is a high chance that it can continue to the upside. See, in 2 minutes, if this candle comes down and closes somewhere at around this area, okay, there is a high chance it will come down and take your, give you your take profit. If in 2 minutes, if it comes down and closes somewhere at around this area, because it is, then it shows that it is just, it is nothing, just retest is zone. If it comes down and closes at around this area, then there is a high chance that the market can give you your take profit. Because this thing shows that it has come to this area to just retest this zone. And this is why sometimes I like feel to wait for 15-minute candle to close. 5-minute candle sometimes it is just too fast. 5 minute you will see that like the way the close candle, but 15-minute, let's suppose you see market comes down and closes at around this area. So I think to be in the trade. Again, I am uh, getting data for this strategy, and once I will be having enough data, then I will definitely make a plan to on which candle I should be exit, like on 5 minute or 15 minute. This is not a good sign. Gold is given us nice. I would be like 58% somewhere at around this. Take profit somewhere at around this area plus at around this area. Again, you are having some sort of range at this area. It's not quick. They're having a nice bullish upside. See a nice bullish 4 hour candle. There's a chance that it can reach up to this level. It's just given the take profit 0.65. This would be my last trade. If this will be a normal day, then I would have taken this entry, and I would have definitely taken this entry. It also went to profit. So this was a 0.35 trade. In AJ, I would have exited my position somewhere at around this area only. After getting this sort of close, I would have exited. I would have exited my entry somewhere at around this area or before. Let's suppose I have not closed my entry in 5 minute candle. Then after seeing this sort of, if let's suppose I have not closed my entry at around this area, then I would have definitely closed it at around this area at around 0.75, around 0.75% loss, or at around 0.6. Okay, done for today. Saw some nice trades at the end. Had this gold, we had this gold trade. Nice. Just enter and give our take profit. We had GJ. We also just take our entry, and it gave us our take profit. Just entered at around this area and just gave us our take profit. AJ took us some time. I would have closed it at around a loss of around 0.6 or 0.7. Let's suppose this would be my normal day, and I take all the positions. Then today I have taken around 5 trades. Uh, 3 were winner, 1 loss, and 1 at a break even today. Okay, bye bye. Happy trading.